Hello friends, let us understand what is meant by gray code and also we will understand how to generate this gray code. Let us begin. Let us understand what is the meaning of gray code here. So this gray code is also known as reflected binary code, or sometimes it is also called as reflected code only. What is the reason why they are called as reflected? You will understand when I'll start with the subtopic, that is generation of the gray code. Okay, so first of all, I'll make you understand what is meant by gray code, what is the significance of gray code, and how to identify whether the given set of codes are gray codes or not. So let's understand the meaning of gray code. So basically, gray code means what? It is basically to change the existing binary numerical system in such a way that two consecutive values, if you compare, you will always see that there is only one bit difference. I repeat, gray code means what? To change the given existing system of a binary numerical in such a way that, or to change the order of binary number system in such a way that two consecutive values, if you compare it to each other, you will always get only one bit difference. So to give you a clarity, I'll take one example, you will understand it better. For example, I'm assuming, let's say, two decimal digits here, 1 and 2. How do we represent 1 in binary? We represent it like this, 0 0 1, am I right? And for 2, we represent it as 0 1 0. Okay, so what I have written is a binary number system. Fine, so this is nothing but a binary code for the given decimal numbers. Okay, so for given decimal numbers I have written respective binary code. Now let's compare this binary code. Okay, when you are comparing, you have to compare bit wise. Okay, so here I'm going to compare first bit with first bit of second, so I'm going to compare two consecutive bits. Okay, so here 0 remains 0, there is no change. Okay, there is no change. Here 0 is changed to 1, there is a change, I'm putting a tick mark here. 1 is changed to 0, again there is a change. So as you can see, if you compare, there are 2 bit differences here. Now if you look at gray code or set of such gray codes, you will always see that you just randomly take any two consecutive gray codes and you just compare with each other. You will always see there is only 1 bit difference. Okay, so in this, if I have again same numbers, let's say decimal 1 and decimal 2, and if you look at its gray code generations, you will see 1 is represented same as that of binary code, that is 0 0 1, but 2 is changed to 0 1 1. Now if you start comparing here, 0 remains 0, there is no bit difference. 0 is changed to 1, there is first bit difference we have observed, and here 1 remains 1, there is no bit difference. So if you compare overall, there is only 1 bit difference. I hope at least you understood what is exactly meant by gray code and how to identify whether it is a gray code or the binary code. So looking at only one code, you will never understand whether it is binary or gray. Only when set of codes given together, then only you will understand whether it is binary nature or gray nature. So in binary, there is absolutely no restriction that there has to be 1 bit difference or 2 bit difference. Okay, again those binary codes we write depending upon their binary weights. I hope you remember binary weights means 1 2 4 8 16 and so on. So you know that, right? Suppose if I want to represent 17, it will be 16 plus 1. So in a way we write binary codes. Okay, that's not about gray. Okay, when I have to write gray code, we have to really generate gray code. Okay, so there is a technique. Let us understand what is the technique behind generating the gray code, and within the same technique you will understand the reason why they are called as reflected, that is reflected code. So let's begin with generation of gray code. So what I'll do is I'll divide this generation of gray code in three parts, that is 1-bit generation, 2-bit generation and 3-bit generation. So with this examples, it is enough for you to identify or to understand what is meant by gray code and how they are generated. So let's begin with this. So I'll start with 1-bit gray code. So you know that with 1-bit gray code, I can have only two combinations, that is 0 and 1. So in effect, in decimal, we get only two digits, that is 0 and 1. So let's see what happens in decimal. In decimal, you will have only two digits, 0 and 1. Please understand, this 0 and 1, what I have written, are not binary, they are decimal, meaning that the basis of these numbers are 10. So how do we represent it using binary? So we use B naught. Okay, we will use this B naught to represent binary. Since only one bit is needed, you know that 0 to the base 10 means binary 0 and 1 to the base 10 means it is binary 1. And now if I want to convert them into gray, so I need only one bit here, again G naught. Still we write this as 0 and 1. Now if you compare gray code, okay, two consecutive numbers, you will see only one bit difference. So now student ask me, so here is also there is one bit difference. Yes, of course, there is also one bit difference. So far there is no difference between binary and gray code. So since actually we have started with only one bit, you will not understand the significance of gray and you will not actually understand what is the difference between binary and gray, or you will actually see no differences. Okay, so just keep this one bit gray code aside. Let's have some patience and listen to me very carefully. How do I explain you 2-bit gray code? Okay, so let's begin with 2-bit gray code. Since we have 2-bit, meaning that we have 4 possible combinations. With these 4 possible combinations, we get 4 digits of decimal. Therefore, I'll take 0, 1, 2, 3 as 4 digits of decimal. So all of them are having base 10. So I'm not going to write it base 10 because here I have specified their decimal numbers. Then I'll represent them with the help of binary bits. Since we have provision of 2 bits, so let me write as B1, B0. And for the comparison point of view, I'll specify gray code, that is G1, G0. So traditionally we represent 0 as 0, 0, 1 as 0, 1, 2 as 1, 0 and 3 as what? 1, 1, right? So now if you compare here, let's say 0, 1 and 1, 0, okay? Now if you compare very carefully, 0 is changed to 1 and 1 is changed to 0. Therefore, there are 2-bit differences, okay? With these 2-bit differences, this is definitely not gray code. So what we have represented so far is a binary code. What we have to represent now is a gray code. So to generate this gray code, there are some rules. You have to follow those rules. So just try to understand the steps which I'm telling you right now. First of all, you have to divide this complete table in 2 equal parts horizontally. So let's do that. So since we have 4 positions here, I'll divide in such a way that you will see 2 positions at upper side and 2 positions at lower side. Okay. Now compulsory, okay, compulsory MSBs of the upper part. So this is upper part, okay. MSBs of upper part should be filled with 0 and lower parts should be filled with 1, compulsory. Irrespective that gray code is 2-bit, 3-bit or 4-bit, MSBs of upper section should be 0 and MSBs for lower section should be compulsory 1. That's it. Next, now I'm talking about 0. Okay, now I'm talking about 0. Now look at 0. What is representation of 0 to the base 10 in gray code? When it comes to 1 bit, it is 0. What is representation for 1? So for representation of 1 is what? It is nothing but 1 in gray code. So I'm writing that 1 over here. I hope you understood that. So what I have actually copied, I have copied only G naught value from the previous table. From previous table, I have copied G naught value. Then the real reflection comes. What is meant by reflection? Pay attention. Assume that there is a mirror placed over here. It's a mirror, okay? And wherever there is a mirror, there is a reflection. So what will happen? Because of the mirror, this 1 will have reflection here and this 0 will have reflection here. And that's it. What we have right now is a gray code. This is called as gray code. This is how gray codes are generated. Okay, it may not be that clear with 2-bit gray code. So I know that since I understand this psychology of student very well, I have taken one more example, that is 3-bit gray code. So no worries, no problem, just have some patience and pay attention. Okay, let me finish with 3-bit gray code, and then I'm sure you will have absolutely no doubts. So let's start with 3-bit gray code here. So what I'll do is I'll just copy these 2-bit gray codes, okay, because I need that references when I'm starting with 3-bit gray code. So for 0, 1, 2, 3, if you remember, for writing gray codes, what we did, okay, just for the sake of revision, here MSBs are compulsory 0, here MSBs are compulsory 1. Next, for 0 we have 0, for 1 we have 1, then by putting mirror, this 1 is reflected here and this 0 is reflected here. This is how we write 2-bit gray code. So let's switch to 3-bit gray code. Since there is provision of 3 bits, so with 3-bit we know there are 8 possible combinations. Therefore we get 8 decimal digits here. So I'll write all 8 decimal digits right from 0 to 7. So for binary, I have second column, that is B2, B1, B0. So I'm sure how to convert decimal to binary you know very well. So I'm not going to explain, but I'm going to write only binary codes here as 000, 001, 010 for 2, 011 for 3, 100 for 4, 101 for 5, 110 for 6, and 111 for 7. But then I'll write over here as gray, that is gray code, represented as G2, G1, G0. Fine. So the first rule, divide this complete table in 2 parts horizontally. Since we have 8 entries, we will have 4 entries at upper side and 4 entries at downside. And then I told you that MSBs of upper entries should be filled with 0 and MSBs of lower entries should be filled with 1s. That is in G2, G1, G0. G2 is MSB this time. And when I'm talking about G1, G0, I'm going to copy from the previous table. That is this. This G1, G0 we can copy for 0 to 3. Okay. So for 0, we have 0, 0. For 1, we have 0, 1. For 2, we have 1, 1. For 3, we have 1, 0. That's it. We are done. And for lower side, we are going to put a mirror. Look at this. Here we are going to place a mirror. Naturally, what gets reflected here is this. That is 1, 0. Then 1, 1 gets reflected here. Then naturally 0, 1. Right? And last 0, 0 gets appeared here. And now we have done with gray code generation for 3-bit. So of course you can practice for 4-bit gray code generation also, just to have some confidence. I'm sure you understood what is meant by gray code, what is the significance of gray code, and how gray codes are generated. Thank you.